Hello beautiful friends and welcome back to my channel. So today I've got a speed build. I haven't done many speed builds, so bear with me, I don't have the camera movement, but you can see here I'm in San Myshuno, I'm in the Spice District, it's winter, it's beautiful, and what I'm showing off here is the restaurant that this couple own. So we're with Sanjeev and Kamini, and you may remember them from such videos as, oh my god I'm so excited about the Fashion Street kit. I was going to call it a Fashion Street kit stuff pack because I'm an idiot, but no. So you can see here I just moved them into this apartment. It's kind of as is. I don't think it's actually updated from the way it comes when you install City Living. So I wanted to make it more vibrant. So if you've seen their restaurant, I've used a lot of different textures, a lot of different colours, very rich colours as well, like purples, golds, yellows, teals, reds. So I really wanted to make their apartment more suited to them. So here you go, I'm attacking the kitchen. That's how I build, that's how I renovate, I attack things. So I'm giving them this gorgeous parquet floor which came with the not the Vampires pack, I don't know what pack it was because it's gone now, but this gorgeous parquet floor, like this rich apartment floor. So I've been watching as well, oh, these tiles are by Peacemaker if you wanted to go and get them. I don't use CC in this apartment. I only used it because I was like, this is the kind of tile that I want. I need more of this kind of tile in my game. This would be perfect. But I went for the courtyard kits. Is it Moroccan courtyard kit? I can't think of the name now. I'm such a good game changer. Yeah, I went for the tiles from the Moroccan kit and the courtyard kit because they're absolutely gorgeous. Such beautiful tiles. So I was really happy with those. So yeah, but that is definitely the vibe that I'm going for there. What was I talking about? I've been watching this Disney Plus TV show called Only Murders in the Building. I don't know if anybody else has been watching it, but I love those kind of apartments where they've got like marble walls and parquet floors and they're like gorgeous apartments. So I like that idea that once upon a time these apartments in San Myshuno in the Spice District were like really desirable, but then, like, you know, things changed, you know, it became more industrialized with the harbour, and maybe the apartments became a little bit run down, a little bit cheaper, but they've still got like the gorgeous floors. So I was kind of going with that. I'm trying to section off the kitchen area here. I really wanted to raise it as well with the platform tool. The foundation tool, the platform tool, and so there you go, you can see me doing that there. The problem is you can't edit the windows, so I had no way of like moving like the window, so you've got the kitchen that's kind of just like cutting off the window, but I went for it anyway. You can see I raised the floor again. That's how I wanted it. I wanted that kind of separation of that area. I think I put it down another level again. I think it was too high. But yeah, so I just rearrange all the cabinets. At the moment, at this point in the video, you're not going to see a huge difference with the actual kitchen units itself. I do go back in to kind of finish off and do finishing touches off camera, and I'll kind of show you the finished result. But yeah, I kind of like the brown, but in the end I end up changing the whole kitchen. So at the moment I'm just kind of moving things around and deciding kind of what colour I want to put on that wall, because that light blue is not it, baby. And then going for kind of like the dining table and chairs. So we've got some really gorgeous chairs in the game now, and I had a bit of trouble deciding which one I wanted to use. So I go for the movie hangout chair because it's so vibrant and so colourful, and I knew I had to use that chair, right? I knew that was the one for me. So I give it the other chair from movie hangout a go as well, but I don't know, that one wasn't speaking to me as much. I kind of wish that we had more like with the wood colour. I really like that dark wood colour you see with the pattern. So I may make some CC of that at some point. I also really like this chair with the red. Was it the red? I guess it was the green. But I didn't want to use that. It was too plain for the actual dining area. So I went for this one from Paranormal Stuff, but I do use that chair kind of separately. So I wanted to give it a slightly mismatched look. I like this table because of the pattern, but in the end I kind of thought, you know, the Khan family, it's a big family. They're going to want to have a big table and get everybody around that. So I went for a slightly bigger table in the end. I think I went for the same table that was originally there, which is just kind of like a plain wood table. There we go. So base game table, but I like the bright colours of the chairs, and I also think I'll brighten it up with kind of like a centerpiece. I really would like more Sims team, if you're watching this, I'd really like more like big bouquets of flowers for the center of tables. So we've got a few now, but it's never enough. Sorry, burst into a musical there. Never enough, never. You can never have too many plants. I also, as I was kind of looking for plants while I was furnishing, I was thinking, why are they arranged all higgledy-piggledy? Why don't we have like floor plants together and table plants together? It'd make it so much easier, and like wall plants together as well with those vines there. Because I'm always, when I'm looking for plants in the game, I'm always like, I need something for this table, or I need something for this corner. So I always look primarily for like floor plants or table plants. So I really wish they'd edit the catalogue so that they could be arranged like that. If anyone happens to think that that's a good idea, thanks Sims team, that'd be great. So yeah, looking for rugs as well. Rugs again are really key. I love rugs like this. So this one, I can't remember what it's from. Was it from City Living? I can't remember where that rug was from, and I can't see it on the screen there. But that rug is gorgeous, and there's some gorgeous ones in like vampires as well. So those kind of really vibrant kind of, I don't know what you call them now, like oriental rugs. What are they called? Arabian rugs? I don't know what they're called. The name's gone out of my head. But I love the bright colours of the rugs in the game, both modern ones and those kind of like the ones from Laundry Day as well were brilliant. So yeah, more rugs please, Sims team. So there you go. I'm just using those columns again to kind of like separate the areas, just to kind of square off that kitchen tile so it didn't end kind of flush. That base game, no, it's not base game, I think it's from Get Together. That column, just that plain wood column, is so useful. I really think that they should add something like that to the base game because it's just so handy for corners. And if you are building with specific packs in mind, it's I really miss that. So if I'm not building with that pack, it's something I really miss and I wish was in the base game, or something similar, you know, like just a plain, like almost like a piece of coving. So here you go. So I'm decking out that kind of deck area, logic, and just deciding what I want kind of on the side of it. I think I go for something really plain. Yeah, there you go. But I like that. I think that looks nice, especially in that slightly darker wood. And then I'm going to get, oh, there's that chair. The chair's back. So yeah, I'm quite happy with that little area there. And I have a bit of trouble getting stairs that kind of match. Like the stairs just didn't seem to want to be the right colour. But I think I settle on the base game wooden stairs in the end. Really love vases as well. I could do with like more vases, especially like vases that can go on a table. Again, like the centre of a dining table is something that I'm always looking for. So there I'm just using that little trick of using move objects on to just talk too much. Move objects on to kind of find a plant to put in the vase, so it's got more of a decorative base. Just to kind of pair those two together. But yeah, I would love more vases, more plants, anything that I can put in the centre of a table and have as a kind of showpiece. I would really love more of that, because we've got some gorgeous vases in the game, but they're all floor vases. I think even the one from Moroccan stuff, I think I remember complaining about that, the courtyard kit. I think I remember complaining that it couldn't go on a table. I was like, well, why can't it go on a table? So here we go, using the little trick of bobbing those spotlights everywhere just so I can see what I'm doing and you can see what I'm doing. You're welcome. I don't know what this is, but you're welcome. And then yeah, again, looking to define stuff happening around with those stairs. I'm like, one day I'll get the right colour. There we go, I'm happy now. I want to change these interior doors to something more interesting. I really love that door again from the Moroccan kit, but it's not suitable for like bathrooms and stuff, right? You can see through it. So in the end I go for that one that was updated in the base game. Am I losing my eyelashes? I'm possibly losing my eyelashes. We're just going to roll with it because I can't pause. So yeah, I go for that really nice one that was given to us in the base game. No, I have to check my eyes. Just give me a second. What are they doing? What are they doing? Okay, we're all good. We're all good. So I am a bit camera shy at the moment. I've been a bit poorly, so excuse me if I look a bit of a hot mess or a not so hot mess, you know, whichever. So again, contrasting colours is really, really key to what I'm trying to do here, to have that kind of vibrancy. So I really like that pale green colour of the doors. You can actually see it's almost in the tiles. So it's kind of like clashy, but also kind of clashy in a mix and match way. Again, looking at some more absolutely gorgeous rugs. Those ones are from Paranormal Stuff. Really, really liking those. I can't remember if I actually used them. I think I used them in the seating area. So what I want to do with this room, oh yeah, I size it down and use it as a doormat because, clever. I don't know. Yeah, so I'm all over the place. What's wrong with me? I've not filmed for a while. Shush, behave. I really want to create two separate areas in this room, and I wanted to, I'm just obsessed with rugs at this point. And I wanted to kind of have like the seating TV conversation area kind of near that big bay window, and then just have this as kind of like an entrance way. So you can see how I kind of divide up the spaces there. I've already kind of divided up the kitchen space. I need to slow down. I've kind of divided up the kitchen space there with the raised platform, and I'm really, really happy with that area. So yeah, then it's always a trial for me because I'm so used to British houses where, you know, everything is like a room. So to have open plan, I kind of struggle to divide up that space sometimes, but I'm pretty happy with what I achieved here. So I'm just looking for seating, and I came across that kind of little almost like a pew, and I just thought it was such a beautiful piece. It's like almost like an ancestral piece, right, like a hand-me-down piece of furniture. So I just kind of placed that up against that wall out of the way, but I really, really wanted to use it. So here I'm looking for, again, something that kind of feels like maybe they got it from the flea market, right? Maybe it's an old ancestral piece, maybe it's something that they bought, because, you know, Kamini and Sanjeev, they're an old couple and they spent their whole life together, so they're going to have collected these pieces of old furniture. Sorry, my phone is buzzing at me, so I'm going to chuck it on the bed and hopefully it's not going to be as loud. Those big coffee tables, I hardly ever use them because they're so big, but I was really happy to be able to use that in this space today. Yeah, that's one of my favourite coffee tables actually, and I really like the one that Peacemaker did. I've not got it in my game at the moment, but Peacemaker made it like a sized down version and moved all the slots, so yeah, I really love that one. And that kind of like little gold side table as well is perfect for this look. Did I say that it's kind of Indian kind of inspired? I don't know if I said that. I'm assuming you all watched my Kamini and Sanjeev video, my Fashion Street kit, what I'm going to do with it in my game video, so I assume you already know this family. But yeah, the kind of roughly Indian heritage. It depends what kind of content we get in the game. The TV, I really like that kind of like mid-century, almost like 70s style. So here you go, I'm separating the kind of TV area, the lounge area, from the kind of reception area here. And I really like these kind of what they called like dividers for that, but I'm not entirely, it just kind of ended up looking a bit like shoved there. So I think what I do in the end is get a fish tank and have like a fish tank kind of on the other side, and I quite like how that kind of looks in the end. What was I going to say? Yeah, Kamini. I feel like Kamini likes her shows. Kamini likes her soap operas. So I've thought at one point I wasn't going to put a TV in there, and then I changed my mind and I was like, no, Kamini's going to care about Coronation Street, okay? She's going to be into it. So I feel like she's very kind of like, it's my time now, like takes the phone off the hook. Like it's not time to be talking to her family who she normally will not get off the phone to. It's like, I'm watching my shows. And then Sanjeev just has to kind of like go and make himself quiet somewhere. One thing I did forget to put here, I play around again because I'm struggling to create this kind of divider space. So I play around with that really gorgeous window, but then I decided it just doesn't make sense. Like, why would you have a big massive window in the middle of your room? It doesn't make sense. So I get rid of it. Kind of like a nice idea, but it didn't work. One thing I was doing as well here, like the story of this apartment is that they like to have family over. You know, family is so important, especially to Kamini. So she really wants to get her son, her what would you say, daughter-in-law and her grandchildren round, and have them stay. So any kind of like anything that they're celebrating, you know, she constantly wants them around. And I feel like especially when the children were younger, they're teenagers now and young adults, but I think when the children were younger, she would have definitely wanted to like be babysitting for them and things like this. You know, she wants family around her. So they've got actually 3 bedrooms here, so that her son and his wife can come and stay, and then there's like the children's room as well. So it's a nice big apartment. I feel like they've been here for quite some time. Yeah, so I'm really happy with the kind of contrasting colours that we've got going on here. At the moment I'm just kind of going through and picking lighting. That again, a lot of the Moroccan stuff works really well. If you're doing something like any kind of, I don't like the word oriental because it sounds like old-fashioned to me, but like any kind of build like this where you're going for something that's kind of a lot of contrasting colours, and it has any kind of like either Moroccan or kind of Middle Eastern or a South Asian vibe. I always find that some of the packs that work really well are City Living. The Moroccan stuff pack's really good for it, and the Solani pack, which Island Living, they all have these really nice items. And then things as well like movie hangout stuff is really good for it, paranormal stuff. Like I love this kind of clashing bright coloured look. I find it quite difficult. I think normally if I'm building, my kind of comfort zone is something that's a little bit more coordinated. So sometimes it's a little bit like I'm going against myself a little bit to intentionally make colours clash. Sometimes it's like, oh, does that work, does that not work? But you kind of have to just go for it. Again, like bright yellow curtains on a purple wall with a red sofa, it shouldn't work, but it kind of does. I think because if you kind of go off the colours of spices as an inspiration, so any kind of spice that, you know, they're in the spice district. So if you think like mustard is very that kind of yellow colour, and then like saffron is that kind of rich red colour. So if you think of like, if you ever go and see like the baskets of spices, that's the kind of colouring that I was kind of trying to go for here. So very rich, very deep colours, and I'm doing that little trick here as well where you use the ceiling fan and then you get the single bulb from Laundry Day, which I love. Still, like, Graham is my hero for adding that single light bulb. It's like, that's what I needed, and he delivered. So yeah, adding that light bulb to the ceiling fan, it's just a nice little trick so you get the lighting and the fan. And again, I like that kind of look. It's like you want it to feel like maybe it gets really hot there in the city. Again, like, love that. I love that it's the vibrancy of that painting is tying into that curtains. So yeah, I do wish we had, it's like, again, like plants and vases, you can never have enough decor in the game. So I want more paintings, please. Like, more paintings, more plants, more vases, and I'm happy. And more tiles as well. I always feel like I need more tiles. So here I go for like a kind of a plainer blind, but I actually think I replaced that with something brighter. I think I changed it back to the yellow in the end, which I'll kind of talk you through the apartment. When my little video runs out, I'll kind of pause and we'll jump into game and see how this ended up. So here's the bathroom then. I've kind of abandoned that initial kind of entranceway area for the time being. And there's something clipping through from the next apartment there, and it was really frustrating me. I was like, who lives there? Who do I have to go and sort out? I wish that the bathroom had been a bit brighter. I think I could have gone a little bit more fancy with the bathroom, but I went for something a little bit more tonal. I kind of end up getting a lot of this kind of blue with these blue tiles. So yeah, that lovely flooring from the Moroccan courtyard kit. If you're wondering how to do this kind of border and you want more details of how to do that kind of bordering, especially around sort of awkward corners, I've actually got a video on my channel with kind of like the floor tile tool tips. I don't know what I called it though, but if you kind of look back on my channel, there's a little tutorial there for how to do that kind of border on the floor and how to get around awkward corners or columns and things as well. So you can go and check that out if you're interested. If you're looking at this thinking, how does she do that? I mean, I'm assuming most people know, but it's there if you want it. I've run out of steam. I talked too much at the beginning and now I can't talk anymore. Ugh, I'm not enjoying my own face today. I'm not enjoying it. So I love this bathroom set from Vampires as well. Kind of this old fashioned Victorian bathroom set. I think what I've got in my mind is here in Manchester, we do have quite a large population of people, a large community of people from India and Pakistan kind of way. And often what happens is they tend to we're quite multicultural in Manchester, but you do get pockets of communities, and sometimes in these kind of pocket communities, they're often kind of like there's a lot of Victorian housing, so they have those kind of Victorian bathrooms and that kind of look. So I personally really like the mix of sort of English Victorian and sort of Indian style. If you think about like the Commonwealth and some of the reasons why the Commonwealth came about, and we have those mixing of cultures, that's familiar to me. That's what I recognise is kind of this this mashup of British and Indian culture, or British and Pakistan culture. So I like to create what I see in the game, so that's why I've kind of got this kind of British Indian vibe. So I don't kind of want to get into politics there, but I think that there is quite a nice beauty of when cultures mix, for whatever reason. Sometimes it's good reason, sometimes it's bad reason, but I think that the resulting aesthetic that comes out of that, this kind of like mixing of two different styles together to create something that's new and unique is one of the benefits. It's one of the bright sides of cultures mixing for whatever reason cultures are mixing. And I said this in the Fashion Street kit as well. No, the Incheon Arrivals kit, if I try and pronounce it the way that it was pronounced in the trailer. Incheon Arrivals kit. So the whole point of that kit was that it was this amalgamation of different cultures. You could see an influence of kind of like American boy bands mixed with the newer K-pop and the Korean style, and I think that mix of kind of American and Korean culture has created that K-pop style that's something quite new and unique. So there's, like I say, there's a benefit to cultures mixing. That comes out of that for whatever reason they mixed in the first place. I'm waffling now, but I did my degree is humanities, so everything about my degree is about cultures mixing or different experiences, how people represent themselves, why they represent themselves that way, what happens when two cultures merge. So I did specialisms in classics, so looking at things like ancient Greece, and you can see how Buddhist tradition has influenced the ancient Greeks, and how likewise Greek culture has influenced kind of the Far East. So you can actually go and you can find temples that have in kind of, I can't remember specifically where it was, I feel like it was in Pakistan, but you can go and find like temples and structures from that time that actually have the Greek key design and things like this, and then looking at how Greece influenced Italy, and Italy was influenced by Greece, and all this kind of interplay. And again, a lot of the time it's not necessarily a great reason why that happens, but it creates something new, and it's part of two cultures learning to coexist is adopting each other's ways and styles. It's a positive thing. An amalgamation of two different cultures is a positive thing because it shows that those two cultures are merging. It shows you that something new is being created, whatever reason those two cultures came into. So sorry to get on my little degree high horse, but it's... Oh no, I deleted something from the neighbouring apartment there. I think it's interesting, and I think it's interesting to know a little bit about history because I think when you get that kind of like world view of being able to see how cultures merge in so many different settings over such a long time, and you know what results from that, I'm not excusing, by the way, I'm not excusing kind of colonialism or anything like that. Clearly bad people were doing bad things, but I'm saying that the people make things good, right? The normal people make things good when they learn to cooperate. Everything I'm saying now is coming out bad. I'm saying that normal people from both sides make things good because they learn to get together, no matter what those kind of bad people at the top are doing. So, right, moving on swiftly from that conversation because it's not appropriate, probably for YouTube. I'm just saying I like it when cultures merge, that's all I'm saying. You know, ideally for a good reason. So here we go. So I finished the bathroom in that kind of bluey colour, and I get a little bit stuck now on the bedroom because I really like that carpet, and I think I'm sort of tempted to go for something more tonal, but I give up on it in the end, and I finish it off camera, and I'm so happy with how it turned out because I really struggled to kind of choose something here because I've got that red carpet. I was really going for like the purple or something, and then I just couldn't find an appropriate bed. I felt like that one was too gothic. I did feel like it was almost Indian, like with the wood carving and things. It could kind of pass as that, but yeah, I wasn't happy with the black wood. Yeah, and here like that kind of like Victorian bed frame would have been perfect, but it just didn't have the right colour, and then that bed frame wasn't right. I get so stuck on this room. Yeah, like that's a weird colour, isn't it? So yeah, I think ultimately like I really like that purple of that bed, but then I don't like the black frame. I want kind of like the dark wood frame, so I just get really, really frustrated with this room. I am happy with how it turns out though. So this room here is going to be the grandchildren's room. So I know that I kind of want to have bunk beds in there. I know that I kind of want to have a desk in there. And again, this room works out a lot more tonal than the rest of the apartment. I'm going for this like more basic wood floor because I figured the entranceway, the public reception area, is going to have that fancy floor and not necessarily the side rooms. So the side rooms get a more basic floor, and yeah, and then I'm using the brilliant bunk bed system to make an area for the grandchildren. So I kind of like this room, and that's a lovely colouring, that kind of darkish brown with the kind of very, very light teal or very light mint, kind of dusky mint. Is a really nice colourway. So this room again ends up a little bit more tonal. And I guess I'm going to pause in a second and jump into game and show you how all this ended up, because this is the point when I'm building, I get to a point where I just get stuck and I have to walk away and leave it for a bit and come back to it. So I guess I'm going to pause, I'm going to jump into game, and I'm going to show you how this turned out. Okay, so here we are in game at 20 Culpeper House. So if you're wondering where this apartment is, it's here. I think what I'm going to do is upload it to the gallery with a couple of walls knocked out. You are going to have to use Moo as well, by the way, to place it, but if I knock a couple of walls out, I think I can upload it as one big build. So you can grab it, you can download it, you can install it. So yeah, I don't know, let's jump in, let's see the finished result. I'm so happy with it, I'm so pleased with it, because I got really stuck and I wasn't sure at certain points how it was going to turn out. Like I say, it's not something that I'm like 100% like familiar with. It's not a style that I usually build in, but when I do and it works out, I'm always so happy with those builds. So yeah, MC Command Center, not right now. So I'm actually going to press play. I'm actually going to put the walls up, and we'll start outside the front door and kind of, wait, hang on, where is the front door? That one. And we'll do a little bit of a guided tour and we'll check out what's happening. So how do I do it? I've forgotten. So let's go. through the keyhole and and explore the apartment. So, oh my god, look already, I'm fangirling myself. I love it. And again, a lot of it is because we've got such beautiful pieces in the game now, that are that enable us to be able to do this without CC. So that gorgeous lamp there from the Moroccan kit. Hi Kamini, I love you. She has actually had a makeover. I've changed all her clothes, so I don't know why she's wearing that really boring outfit, but there we go. And yeah, so you can see like she's got the City Living elephant on the wall and this kind of little elephant bookcase here. I feel like she knitted that. I feel like she crocheted that stool herself, you know, skills. So yeah, we've got this little reception area, this little seating area here. Kamini, hi. Oh my god. Oh, they're so cute. Oh, why isn't it working? Come back. Oh, we missed it. We missed the kiss. They're so sweet. I love them so much. Such nice Sims. Like, this is what I do. This is why. This is what I'm like when I play off game. I just sit here like I'm watching a soap opera. Like, I love my Sims so much. Okay. So a fish tank with no fish in yet because, I don't know, vegan or something. Let's have a look then behind door number 1. This is the little bathroom. Again, that sink from, not Realm of Magic, what's it called? Realm of Magic. Realm of Magic, that's what it's called, right? Oh, a hot mess. Malcolm is sweaty. Malcolm, I don't need to know, honey. No, don't dislike fitness. So yeah, that gorgeous peacock sink. Again, peacocks, again, another brilliant, like, animal, for God's sake, another brilliant animal associated with Indian culture or Hindi culture. The peacock is associated with the goddess Lakshmi, I believe, which is a sign of prosperity, and something about the eyes as well, I can't remember. And the elephants are a symbol of the god Ganesha, and he's the god of placing obstacles in people's paths. So I like that we've got these little animals that kind of represent that culture and, you know, that religion too. Candy, not right now, honey. So yeah, that gorgeous little divider there as well. It's just beautiful. I do a lot of like sizing up and down of plants as well, just to get them like the right size for the space. Why is the toilet gone? Who stole the toilet? Excuse me. There it is. I was just too close to it. No, Katrina! Katrina, no. There we go. The toilet's back. Katrina gave us the toilet back. So yeah, I really like that kind of Victorian set. I'd love another Victorian set as well that was perhaps, or like an old-fashioned bathroom set. Hi, Kamini. An old-fashioned bathroom set based on this kind of Victorian style from Vampires, but more rustic looking. I'd really, really like that. So a little bit more industrial, a little bit less fancy, but with that plumbing system with like the flush toilet as well. It'd be really good for like industrial builds, like schools, warehouses, things like that, because in the UK you go in like an old-fashioned Victorian mill and it's going to have a toilet like that, but it's not going to be that fancy, right? It's going to be a little bit rusty. So again, like, so that's something I'd really, really like for like industrial builds. So another a remesh, a mimic of this. Okay, we don't need to see Sanjeev having a poo, so we'll like, oh my god, she's so pretty, she's so pretty. I just took about 5 screenshots because I got overexcited. No, Don, no, I don't care that you're a sweaty mess right now. Sims, why are you like this? So let's carry on having a look around this room. So again, we've got this kind of seating area here with the fan. And why has the light gone? Why have things disappeared? I don't know the answer to my own question. And these little balls of wool here, I did mean to give her a knitting basket and I kind of forgot, but that was the intention. And the kitchen, so you can see I did actually give the kitchen a bit of a big makeover. So I've changed the colours of the blinds. This area is pretty much how I left it, but over here, the actual kitchen area, I used some more colourful and vintage looking appliances, because again, I feel like they've been here for a long time. It's a very old apartment building. I feel like the things like the bathroom and the kitchen are going to be like old appliances, but well taken care of. I feel like Kamini's a bit of a clean freak. So yeah, really well maintained. old kitchen there with those like older units. I think they're the ones from Country Lifestyle, right? Country Living. Always get it wrong. And then a dishwasher as well in a nice bright colour, and that gorgeous like old kind of Victorian looking sink. So I really like that kind of stuff. Yeah, Kamini. Oh, Sanjeev is watching his soaps. Is that Ronald McDonald? Ronald McDonald, what are you doing there? Should we have a look at what's happening on the telly? They're interviewing a horse for some reason and a dog, because why not? Okay, Sanjeev, enjoy your programs, enjoy your shows. Let's keep going, and we'll have a quick peek into this room, which is the room. It's a little bit, it's not as bright, right? It's not as bright as the other rooms. I feel, again, it's kind of like, it was the kids' room. Maybe they didn't do a lot in here. It wasn't used as much unless the kids were coming over. So it's a little bit more muted. Yeah, it is what it is. What is happening? What is happening right now? Oh. And then I'll show you as well, like, the guest bedroom for Kamini and Sanjeev's children, like their adult children. I figured I don't want, again, the peacock again, and these brilliant side tables, which I think were from City Living. Gorgeous stuff. Lots and lots of plants, which I think is quite key to this look as well. And then I wanted to give them a little breakfast bar area. Oh, so I forgot to mention the tea in the kitchen. You may have noticed that, but I figured, like, oh, for God's sake, I figured they'd really like, you know, they really like their herbal teas. I figured that was kind of like one of Kamini's things, was like she had lots of tea, because, I don't know, tea, India, England, it's a whole thing. Okay, we don't need to go there. Okay. And then, yeah, so this little breakfast bar area. So when the parents can get up in the morning, you know, if they need a little bit of quiet time, a little bit of space, you know, Kamini's watching the grandchildren, you know, that Mahinda and his wife, his name's escaped me right now. What's her name? It's gone out of my head. I'm not good with names. Mahinda and his wife can have a little breakfast tea here, a little bit of peace and quiet when they get up before they head out here, and you know, they have to parent again. So Sanjeev is over there checking out the tea maker, because, like I say, they like their teas. And then I guess we're going to go and check out the final room of the apartment, which is Kamini and hello, Kamini and Sanjeev's bedroom. So this little area here is just quite plain. Again, like that light from, I think that was Paranormal Stuff, right? Gorgeous light. So you can see I have actually achieved my my kind of clashy colour look here. So again, super happy with how that worked out. They've got like this TV unit again, because, you know, maybe she wants a bit of quiet time too. Maybe she wants to leave Sanjeev with the grandchildren. Maybe she wants to watch her soaps in peace. Maybe she wants to watch her soaps in bed. She can do that. She's got like a towel on her head. Why are you sleeping in the towel? And then yeah, like cute little area. I'm really happy, because I struggled with this room so much, and then it actually worked out quite well. I like this kind of like whatever's going on at the end of the bed here, and you can see that I did actually choose the yellow version of that kind of Victorian bed too in the end. And they actually have, again, this gorgeous little painting from City Living. They actually have a walk-in wardrobe. Yay! It's a walk-in wardrobe. It's built-in wardrobe. So that's the stuff from Dream Home Decorator that allowed us to do our own little walk-in wardrobes. And that's it. That's the apartment. Maybe we want to get a Sanjeev eye view of what's happening. So you can see Sanjeev here enjoying the dining table, enjoying his tea, and living his best life in his beautiful new apartment. What I would point out though, Sims team, is that we need to be able to colour the ceiling. Look how poop that looks. Look how much it ruins the apartment, because they've got a glaring white textureless ceiling. Imagine if that was like a dark wood. Like, that would be so much nicer. Sanjeev, turn around. I want to see the ceiling. Sanjeev's getting more tea. More tea, Vicar. Sanjeev has drained the teapot at this point. How's he feeling about that? He looks like he's feeling pretty good. Oh, he's got no head. He's cup of bold. This tea makes you feel like you can do anything. He also is happy because he lives in a good environment that's well decorated by probably his wife and whatever he collected from the street on his way home from work, you know, whatever musty old chair he dragged in from the flea market and conveniently made beautiful again. So yeah, that's it. That's the apartment. I'm really, really happy with how it turned out. And yeah, I think it shows the character a lot more than the previous kind of like base game As It Comes apartment did. So there we are. I'm going to leave it there. I hope you've enjoyed my weird rants about cultural amalgamation, and yeah, I hope you enjoyed the apartment. Yay for content on my channel. It's been a while. Alright guys, I will see you again soon. Do take care of yourselves, and yeah, have a good week. Bye bye.